What's up guys, Noah from Template FC here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use our cycling kit mockup templates. As you can see, we have a bit of a new feature when it comes to the store. This will slowly be coming to most of our products and I think all new products, but you're able to choose the views you want. So all our mockups typically came with 6 views, 3 front, 3 back. You can see you can choose to remove the ones you don't want. So if you only want the front one, you can pay, in this case, just $10 for it. Some of our other mockups will be $15 baseline, but then if you want to add a different view, say you want to add the back, let's select it and add the back view for only $2.20 more. Again, that's going to change depending on the price overall of the mockups. And if you don't want the front view, you can click that and change that to one of the other views, whichever ones you need. And then you can check out that way without all 6 views for a little bit of a cheaper price. But these are the cycling mockups. You can see we have 6 of them. It's a long sleeve shirt, shorts, or shorts, I guess. They're not that short. And you have optional gloves with this mockup. So if you purchase this mockup and open it in Photoshop, be sure to right click and open with Photoshop because it is a .tiff file. Don't forget that. But if you open, say, the front like I have here, you'll get these options off to the side. So first of all, you can see up top we have gloves and you can hide those. You also have the avatar, which is the dummy. You can hide that guy and you might want to hide the shadows when you do that. And then you can see, by the way, if you hide the gloves, there's a clearer look at that. And then you just have your shirt and the shorts. Unfortunately, they're not separated. If you guys want separated versions of them, just let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can do that and add it to the purchase. But let's go ahead and design a cycling jersey. I'm going to create one for the USA. Obviously, you can use this for all types of work, client work, work for fun, for a business proposal or whatever. But let's go ahead and open up some of these folders. So you can see we have the actual folders that we want to modify. So colors and designs. And they're pretty straightforward. If I hide the designs, you can see it's all the base colors. If I hide the colors, you can see it's all like the design elements. And some elements don't have design smart objects like the zipper flap and the underneath part of the shorts. I'm going to open up the shirt folder and just open up the body, which is where logos and things would go. And like I said, I'm going to create a bit of a USA design. So I want to get my colors ahead of time. So I have a bunch of colors saved off to my library, off to the right on my library, in my libraries, I should say. If you don't have your libraries, you can go to Window, Libraries, and they will pop up. You can drag them wherever. I drag them all the way to the right. And I have a folder for soccer designs, and I should have some reds and blues that I could use. Actually, I have a USA navy and a USA red. I actually want a brighter blue and a brighter red, so let me just see. I'll use these Crystal Palace colors, actually. So I have Crystal Palace red and blue. Let me select the blue as the background, and then the red as the background, so I have them over here on the side. And I'm going to use red as a background, and I'm going to delete all of this stuff that I don't need. I'm going to press Command H to hide this guide, and I'm going to create the front of the shirt first. And I'm only doing that because I have an idea. Usually I would do all the colors first, but I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that yet. I got to see the front. So I'm going to use my TFC logo here, but the main Template FC logo I'm going to hide. And maybe I actually flip-flop these. So this one will come over here and then I can hide that. And let's create our design. So I'm going to create a bit of a gradient design, and I'm basing this off of a real USA cycling kit, by the way. That starts with a gradient or a blue gradient at the bottom and then white and then red at the top. So I'm going to actually get the rectangular marquee tool with the blue as the foreground color. And let's create a blue rectangle here at the bottom. And I want that to go about halfway, but it's not the biggest deal if it doesn't. But once we have this bottom blue, we want to create a new layer and get your brush tool and get a normal soft brush. So soft brush hardness 0. And let's go, I'm gonna try 700 in size, and I'm gonna line it up with our line there between the red and the blue. And let's set this to dissolve. Nice. Okay, this is a little too big, so let me press Command T. I'm gonna hold Alt and Shift and decrease the size. Maybe to about there. And I'm gonna select both the white and the blue and maybe just bring it down a bit. And let's select the white down to our background color fill. Command J, Command E. And that changed, when you merge layers, the dissolve effect kind of changes sometimes. In this case, I don't think it really does all that much, but I will delete that. I think we're good. Let me give this a quick save and just see how it looks like on the front. Okay, that's looking that's looking okay. I actually want the white to be a little bit bigger, I think. So let's extend it. But let's actually erase a little bit more. So let's let's add a layer mask and make black the foreground, get the soft brush again. Let's make this a little bit bigger, so like 1400, and click somewhere at the top, drag, and then the bottom, drag. And what that did was, it didn't change how far up the white went, but it just gave us a little more particles in here, which I think I will like better. Yeah, I think I like that. So let's just say we're happy with this design. I do think I want to bring it down just slightly more. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my text tool, and we're gonna put USA across the chest in a nice outline. So let's get center text, click in the middle here, USA. I'm gonna press the move tool real fast, press Command A and then center that, and then Command T, increase the size. And we want a cool font. I'm thinking probably some sort of sporty font. Like Freiburg would be cool. I actually kind of like this one, Blocktastic. And then I have my spacing really high, but let's get rid of that. Let's just make that 0. Increase the size a bit more. Command A and center that again because that might change with the font. All right, now I'm gonna actually set the fill to 0. Double click the USA text to get the layer style. And let's get a stroke and let's get white. And we'll do inside, and 7 actually looks pretty good. We'll click OK, and now you'll see that this white design, maybe we have to bring it down a little further, or maybe we make it smaller. Like that, just ever so slightly. Let's make sure our blue is a little lower. Save that. Let's see what this looks like. It's looking pretty good. I think we could actually go a little further with the white. I think the white was fine. I thought it would be harder to see, but it's actually pretty clear. Cool. Now let's set up our colors everywhere else. I'm gonna hide my design. Let me get this blue back over on here. Actually, I didn't have to do that, but oh well. I think the majority of the color is gonna be red, so I'm gonna select the base color and select my Palace red. And then shorts, I'm gonna have the underneath and front be black. So this part's gonna be black just based off of the actual kit I'm replicating here. Every cycling kit seems to have black like as a majority of the shorts. I don't know why that is. I guess, well, I don't know. But it's just the common theme. The sides and bottom will also make red. And then the back, I guess, will make black. And then let's go to the shirt. The band, we will make blue, because the bottom will be blue. Front, red. Inside, red. Sides, ooh, I actually don't know for the sides. Maybe we'll go blue and just see what that looks like. Collar, red. Zipper teeth are actually black according to this. And then the zipper will make blue, flap, red. Oh, and sleeves, we will go red for now. That could change to blue though. Okay, that's the color setup. Let's go back and check our designs. We can hide our colors, and let's go one at a time down these smart layers. So I could add a design to the collar. You open up the collar, pretty self-explanatory. This design I'm kind of replicating doesn't have anything on the collar, but of course you could add something. Next, the inside design I want to cover. You can see I have the Template FC grid set up here. I'm just going to hide everything but the Template FC logo. This is where you would put your brand's logo or the brand of the cycling kit. Let me just save it with the Template FC logo so we have the red background. Very cool. The band, I don't think I'm going to add anything to the band. I typically don't, but it's there if you want customization. I know some cycling kits do have like maybe a two-tone band. I know the reference image I'm looking at, there's also a white USA kit, and it excuse me, it has red and blue at the bottom there. But we will just leave that blue so it blends in with our front design. The sides, I think we might copy the front onto the sides. So let's open both sides and open up our front design. And what I like to do is just select the design, Command J, Command E, and then I'll do Command A and Command C to copy this, and then Command D to deselect. And let's come over to our side and paste it, and align the bottom, most importantly, because some of the top will be hidden. So let's save that and come over. And yeah, that's pretty close. It's not exactly in line, so we could move it up further, but I'm just gonna leave it as is, and we can adjust if we feel it's very necessary. But for tutorial purposes, I think I'll leave this alone. Nice easy sides, and let's go to the sleeves now, because this is where it's a little more interesting. Okay, I'm gonna delete the grid. I'm gonna hide these rectangles and leave the logo for now. Since we have the front design pasted or copied, I'm gonna paste it and adjust the size accordingly because I want the same design on the sleeves. So let's save that, and then let's do the same thing over on the left sleeve. Delete that, paste, and let's see what that's looking like right now. Cool. And you'll notice I said about possibly having to change the sleeves. Or the sleeves color, and I think we do that. I think we change that to blue, so the bottom is blue, and we got that. And let's go back. Now we can go ahead and add our logos to the sleeves, whatever those may be, typically like sponsors or things like that. But I'm gonna come to our USA text, and I'm gonna copy that, paste it, Command T, and rotate it and align it with the logo that's here. And I'm gonna align the bottom and then hide the logo, save. Actually, I want it this way. Save, and I copied that, by the way. Paste over here and do the same thing and save. So that's looking pretty fresh. I'm gonna do one last thing. And oh, that's actually pretty good size. And that's add the USA logo to the USA flag to the bottom of this. Copy, save. Come over here, paste, and save. And actually on the right sleeve, I got a Command T, right click, flip horizontal, and save. Because it's always flowing in the wind, so you gotta have the back towards the front, if you didn't know. Cool, I'm happy with that as the top. And by the way, like these rectangles here, you can add your own colors here or adjust them in a different pattern, but they would be like the cuff trim design. So I leave those in place so you can come back and modify them later on if you need. But I think we're done with our sleeves. I think the top is done. We can move on to the front of our shorts, and let's hide the shirt smart object folder or the designs folder. And let's go to the shorts. I'll zoom in a bit too so we can get a better look. Now this front area, you don't really use that often in these kind of uniform or kits. So I'm just gonna hide those front designs because we're not adding anything there. They're just gonna be solid black. And then we can edit these other four. So we have the front sides and then the bottom. There's also side designs that you just can't see from this angle on this mockup, but there are more sides to this, or more sides. There are sides to this that aren't visible. Let's go ahead and open all four of these. And we're gonna hide this again. We can delete the grid, delete the grid. And I think what we want to do is have our gradient again, but this time reverse. So let's come in and get our design, Command C, come to the front, paste, Command T, right click, flip vertical, and make that take up the entire canvas. Command C to copy, Command S to save, come to the other side, paste with Command V, and save. There we go. And then the bottoms of these, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hide the rectangles again, delete the grid. The color I'm gonna use is the red. We'll do the same thing over here. Oops. Red. And let's go ahead and get our USA text again. Copy that, paste it, and this is the right side, so I think we want it off to this side. Copy, save, paste, and then drag the left one off to this side, save. Let's see what that looks like. That is pretty much perfect. We can bring this right one in a bit, I think. There we go. And you know, I might try to add more black to the front of this. Let me just see if this works. I'm not exactly sure it will, but I'm gonna try. So let's get a rectangle, get the rectangle tool, and about half of this, we'll actually go before the logo. We'll make that black. Actually, let me see where it'd be a good mark. Actually, right at the logo would be pretty good, but let's see. Okay, that's pretty doable. Let me go further and we'll just create our own side. We'll just encapsulate the logo. Cool, I actually like that. And we'll just, oh, I hate when that happens. We'll just copy the rectangle over and it keeps, okay. Sometimes, this is like a recent Photoshop thing, it just pastes it as a mask. So you have to click off and click back on and do it again. But let's see that. Sweet, I am pretty happy with that. That's really close to the reference that I'm using. And we can also adjust this. This is something I like to show in all these tutorials, but if you want to make an adjustment, hold on, I actually want to make this black. If you want to make an adjustment to how these like lay, like if you want this stripe to be more visible down here at the bottom, for example, like it is over here, unlink the chain on the smart object, select the smart object, Command T, right click, warp, come in here, and then we can just make some minor adjustments to get that a little more visible. And then this other side, I actually want to kind of do the opposite, just take that a little further away. To something like that. And then we can add our gloves, and maybe we make the gloves blue. And you know, I actually think I want to try one last thing before I call this done. I want the sides to be black. I don't know how I feel about that, and I think the gloves should maybe be red. Or no, I actually kind of think black is the best. There's our design. I think that's pretty cool. And we could probably throw a USA flag down there too to top it off. But let's compare it to the reference I was using. So this is kind of what I was basing it off of. It's pretty close, pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoy our templates. For any questions, please reach out on Instagram or email us. We don't check the comments too often, but thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more. Feel free to message us, email us for any questions or any mockups you'd like to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.